just not helpful. You've picked up this audiobook because some small, tucked-away part of you knows that. Or because you needed a laugh. Probably because your folks aren't getting any younger, and the sight of a lifetime's worth of crap stacked to the ceiling of their garage has unlocked a new level of anxiety you didn't know you had. Any which way, welcome. Nobody Wants Your Shit is going to be your new best friend. The kind that's smart, funny, supportive, and, most importantly, always calling you on your crap. If you've read Tidy the Fuck Up, and you should, it's both helpful and hilarious, then you know that that book was all about you. Nobody Wants Your Shit comes at organizing from a different angle. It's a take on death cleaning that helps you step outside your clutter bubble and imagine how your stuff will impact others, for better and for worse. Let's be clear, though, that doesn't mean letting other people guilt you into making decisions you don't want to make or aren't ready to make. This is your shit, and as long as you're still north of the grass, you get to decide what happens to it. You're just going to take the long view when you do. Whether you're tidying up or death cleaning, this decluttering stuff is all about figuring out what lights you up. Maybe it's keeping that ceramic frog collection until you're buried with it. Maybe it's gifting the little weirdos to your amphibian-obsessed niece to make her smile. Or maybe it's donating them to a thrift store so you don't have to dust the damn things anymore. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Knowing what you want is a superpower. Get clear on that, and everything else gets easier. Yup, even death. 1. Why you need this shit now. The right headspace changes everything. Death cleaning isn't depressing. It's empowering as hell. You'll see. Downsizing, on the other hand, can be a real bitch. We usually associate it with hard times or old age, and it's almost always done out of grim necessity. But that's not death cleaning. If you confuse the two and come at this process thinking you have to get rid of all the things you love and do it fast, you're not going to lift a pinky finger to do it, and I don't blame you. That sounds awful. Death cleaning does not mean getting rid of your beloved belongings. All it asks you to do is weed out what's not working for you. The older you get, the more stuff you accumulate. Odds are a lot of it isn't working for you anymore, and you know it. That's why you're here. If you've read Tidy the Fuck Up, then you know the right perspective makes all the difference. In that book, I asked you to focus on what makes you happy and get rid of whatever brings you down. Within reason. There's nothing exciting about a trash can, but you'd be pretty screwed without one. I maintain that, first and foremost, your home should be your happy place. Everything in it should light you up. Death cleaning invites you to go one step further. It makes you ask yourself not only, does this make me happy, but also, what happens to it when I'm gone? And here's the good news. That type of thinking makes things even easier. All that stuff you're on the fence about, the stuff that makes you smile but doesn't really feel like you anymore, the stuff that you feel guilty getting rid of, when you think about it becoming a burden to someone else, ditching that stuff becomes a no-brainer. We're here for a good time, not a long time. Maybe that stuffed animal your mom gave you makes you smile, but the grown-ass adult in you never knows quite what to do with it. When you realize that all your stuff is going to belong to someone else someday, it removes any lingering guilt. Gift that stuffy to your niece. You get to enjoy bringing a smile to her face and save someone else from feeling guilty about throwing Mr. McButtons in the trash in the future. That's a win-win. You'll find there are a lot of those throughout this process. In fact, it's kind of the entire point of the process. By the end of it, you'll have a home that makes you happy and a clear conscience. You'll have more time to reap the benefits. The whole idea behind death cleaning is dealing with your shit now so strangers and begrudging relatives don't have to do it later. But this isn't a completely altruistic process. The person who stands to gain the most from death cleaning is you. How, you ask? Let me count the scientifically proven ways. 1. Better sleep and overall mental health. 2. More energy and creativity.